Listen to that question again. Our solar consultants will actually be in your neighborhood all week. If we were to come by, would tomorrow or the day after be best? We're not asking them, hey, did you want to set that appointment? Did you want us to come out there sometime? Are you free? Yes or no questions, eliminate them. Only ask yes and yes questions. I'm not asking them, hey, what day works for you? Did you want to set an appointment? What day can we come out? I don't want them to think about that at all. I'm saying, if we were to come by, would tomorrow or the day after be better for you? So yes or yes. The question both leads with us coming out, right? So you want to focus on an assumptive close, yes and yes questions when you're asking for the sale or the appointment in a case like this. So in this rate, the customer will go, yeah, either today's fine or tomorrow would be better. And then we're not asking them what time. The reason we're gonna simplify everything and give customers two options to choose from, because when you go, hey, what time works best? Customer starts thinking. Once they start thinking, they're like, oh well, I got to check with my wife, and then we have soccer, and then I was gonna work on the deck, and I got to clean up the house. Then they go, they're not saying this out loud. They're thinking about all these things. Then they go, you know what? How about we just call you back? We got some stuff to take care of. I'm not really sure. Let me talk to the wife. Is this a good number for me to call you back on? That sound familiar? That's what happens when we make a customer think. Don't make them think. Make the decisions for them. Make it easy for them to make the decision is probably a better way to say it. So after they go, I go, if we were to come by, would tomorrow or the day after be best? Customer goes, tomorrow. Perfect. I have a morning and an evening slot available. Which is better for you and your spouse? So I don't want him to think, I don't want him to pull out his calendar. If he can at this point, go ahead. But by saying morning or evening, we already know if I'm available in the morning or evening. I don't have to think about the day. I want him to quickly make a decision without thinking too much, because thinking can sometimes get in the way of them going ahead and move forward for you. So let's say in this sport, customer says evening. Perfect. We have designated slots here at Revis: 10 a.m., 12 noon, 2 p.m., 4 p.m., and 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday. We don't go till 6 or 4 on Sundays, and then depending on what market you're in or calling on or booking that appointment for, we might not do Sundays at all. So great. Does 6 p.m. work? Customer, yes. Perfect. What's your cell? You get the cell phone number, and then this next piece is super important. We want to actually give the customer an opportunity to solidify the appointment or to cancel the appointment or try to cancel the appointment. Because setting appointments is one thing. Setting appointments that actually show up and are excited for the appointment are two totally different things. We've had people who are really good setting appointments. They set a lot of appointments. They set 5, 7, 10, 15 plus a week, right? But then only 3 of them show up. So you're really good at running through the script and getting people to say yes. But then when the appointment time comes, they're not picking up the phone. They're not answering the door. They forgot about the appointment. They're not home. All because that setter didn't leave an impression on them. They didn't build rapport from them. They didn't find a pain point with them. So that customer feels no accountability, no responsibility to showing up for that appointment and actually not wasting that sales consultant's time. So we want to make sure that the customers are actually going to show up. This next piece is going to get them to solidify the appointment with them. So if you don't answer this, you're going to be setting loose appointments, right? So, and it goes something like this. This is right after the perfect. What's your cell number so we can text you confirmation? Thank you again. But before I put this on the books, I just want to make sure that this is something you're really interested in. It's just sometimes people set an appointment with us because they're too nice to say no. That isn't the case here, is it? Then I'm going to pause. It's called a little bit of a pattern interrupt. They're not expecting you to say that, but it puts them on a hot seat. It kind of shocks them a little bit. They go, oh crap, like I need to, like, damn, do I really want to do this thing? I don't want to waste their time. Like, at first I was kind of just saying yes, but like, am I really going to be home? They'll start to feel like a little bit bad if they can't, right? So in that moment, they make a decision to give you their word, and they go, yeah, no, we're going to be there. Then I want to do it one more time. This is in a very non-aggressive way, but it's super important to make sure that the customer has made a decision in their mind that they're really going to show up and they're really like looking forward to getting the information. Perfect. So when we come out tomorrow at 6 p.m., I can rest assured you'll be able to sit down with our consultant, right? This sounds like just a normal conversation, but for us on the phones, we are listening for the yeses. We're listening to the tonality. We're listening for the people who respond like, oh yeah, no, we're definitely going to be there. We've been looking forward into this thing for some time now, and We had a guy come out last year and it just wasn't the right time, and we wanted to get, we just, now we finally have time to get around to it. Richard, we'll be there. We'll be there at 6 p.m. I'll have the bills ready, right? You get a response like that, you're like, perfect. Like, they're going to show up. They're excited. They want this thing. They need this thing. They've been looking at this thing. I'm so happy to help this family actually go green.